Hello everyone. Today in Command Modern Operations versus DCS, we're going to be checking out the F-16 CM Block 50. Now, the F-16 is probably one of my favorite aircraft ever because if you probably recall, I've been playing flight simulators since way back in the late 80s and early 90s, and I was playing games like, Falcon 2 and Falcon 3 and then finally Falcon 4, so I've got quite a bit of time sitting at the virtual seat of an F-16, so this is particularly exciting. So to test out the F-16, we're going to be setting up a pretty straightforward scenario. At this point, DCS is still relatively early in development with the F-16 module. So some of the really fun stuff you can do with the radar, especially the air-to-ground radar, we're not going to be able to see today. But at the very least, we'll be able to go ahead and take a look at some of those options. The other thing that's new is you've probably taken a look at my screen here. I've actually got the new Command Modern Operations as opposed to Command Modern Air Naval Operations. And I've also picked up Tacview a little while ago. I actually use this in my local district school to evaluate students' performance. It's actually neat. So I thought I'd get a copy now that it interfaces pretty smoothly now that I've got most of the bugs worked out with Command. So anyway, here's our scenario. We've got ourselves sitting over here at Noptari Air Base, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. And way over here we have ourselves a very nice two-lane bridge basically kind of hanging across. We're going to try to identify this in DCS. If I recall correctly, this might not be in the same position in DCS as it is in the satellite photo. This, by the way, is not an overlay. This actually is one of the default layers you can get in the game. Another really fun one to do is if you flip it over to terrain mode. Let me go ahead and shut off the Sentinel map real quickly here. If you switch it over to terrain mode, you can actually see the individual roads now. So it's very clearly obvious as to which road and what bridge I'm going to be attacking. So anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've got myself an F-16 CM. I'm going to go ahead and launch it. The F-16, of course, as you know, was designed to be kind of the lightweight fighter versus the heavyweight fighter of the F-15 versus the F-16 kind of family. Think of it as the MiG-29 to the Sukhoi 27. It's turned out to be an unbelievably versatile aircraft, and you can do pretty much anything you need to do with it. It's a really neat plane, and like I said, there's a lot of neat stuff. It's a lot of fun in VR too because you're sitting leaning back, and it's got that big bubble canopy and everything, but again, enough gushing. We've got work to do. So let's go ahead and speed up some time here. Takeoff time should be 8:32 and 30 seconds if I recall correctly. And there we are. Pause real quick. We got new sound effects, of course, as well. Let's go ahead and grab our little F-16 buddy right here. Let's see if I can spot him. And there he is. He's sort of parked, obviously, because I froze time here. So we're going to have him attack this bridge from an altitude of 10,000 feet. So let's go ahead and program that real quickly. We're going to do a standard cruise. We're going to go ahead and assign a 10,000 foot. Obviously, in Command, I don't expect to be able to drop it from exactly 10,000 feet. Knowing me, I'm going to end up doing a CCIP, and it's probably going to be like 7,500 feet by the time I have it. So let's go ahead and create a relatively simple path here. Let's go ahead and set that. Then I'm going to go ahead and cross the bridge as precisely as possible. I like that new feature. I'm actually going to switch back to the satellite map here. This beautiful one here is a little difficult to see. So go ahead and set that up like that. Go ahead and set that up like that. That should do it. All right, let's go ahead and order up the attack here. We have 4 Mark 84s, which honestly is excessive for an F-16 CM. That would be something you might see on something like, I don't know, maybe one of those F-15Es or something like that. That's a tremendous amount of weight for something this light. But anyway, you actually get a little 3D view to like enjoy the fireworks now, which I think is actually pretty cool. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get to it. So we're going to climb up to 10,000 feet, get our speed up to about 480 knots. We're going to be dropping all 4 Mark 84s. When I do this in DCS, I'm probably going to have a pretty wide spread on the Mark 84s, intentionally to try to knock out as many individual sections of the bridge itself as I can. So taking a look real quickly, it's this is, again, we can probably put some satellite image here over in Tacview, but I'm happy with this for now. You can actually see right here where that crossing of that actual bridge is going to be. Our F-16 buddy Stinger number 1 is going to be taking a left in just a minute. We should probably be a little bit more specific here. Much better. I don't think that's going to update right away, which is kind of a shame, but there's a little bit of trickiness here. But anyway, so we're lining ourselves up. The bridge is actually right here if you look really carefully. This is so neat. You see up on my left, we have Kutaisi right there. Yep. I can say, oh, hey, there's the satellite map. I was wondering when it was going to show up. Yay for interwebs. Yep, here comes our attack. We're going to be dropping all 4 of our bombs simultaneously. Looks like we're fairly well lined up here. I think I should move the bridge over just a teeny tiny bit. Obviously, when we drop on bridges, oh, there it goes. When you drop on a bridge, you want to do the best you can to go ahead and aim for the lengthwise of the bridge to try to drop pretty much one bomb every 250 feet or so, just sort of spam the thing. So the F-16 is going home. Meanwhile, our group of 4 Mark 84s is making its way down to the ground. Keep in mind, this is the bridge, but this is actually the bridge, so, forgive me for a second here. Let's see how we do. Put that out of the way. And splash. Contact change. The bridge vanished. That was awesome. Let's go ahead and see how we did here. So this one missed it by 251, 250, 309, and 404. I'm hoping I can do a little better than that. Let's find out. All right, here we are. What a beautiful day to cause everything destruction. Now, as I was saying before, the view in this aircraft is incredible. You can see the Mark 84s hanging. I've got the A9X there. Wingtips. There's a lot of incomplete features, and unfortunately, I don't seem to have much of a plot, which is a little nerve-wracking. But I've learned to fly without needing one, so I'm not too worried about that kind of stuff. Everything's all set. Going to put my hard ones on. Everything is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and reprogram my profiles for everything first before I get too carried away here. Go ahead and arm everything up. Switch to air ground mode. Let's see, 4 Mark 84s are in CCMP. I'm going to go ahead and set them to about 250 feet apart. This is how far they should drop. I'm going to be dropping them in a straight line as opposed to spread out in pairs like I want to. We've got 4 of them, and you're not going to want to be flying around with one hanging off the wings. That would be very comfortable. So I'm going to go set it to that. We'll use the CCI pre-approach, and obviously our fusing is going to sit to those stations. This is good. This is good. Go ahead and change my flight control mode to category 3 because we're all way down with all such equipment. Go ahead and flip ourselves off there. Ground mode up. You see that? Let's go ahead and smoothly cruise thrust. Let's go. Whoa. This thing is just not quite as jumpy when you've loaded it down with quite that many bombs, but we going. Rotate speed today is going to be right around 155, 160 knots. 55, 160. There we go. Up in the air. Gear up. Side here. Up it goes. Whoop! You can feel the flight control modes change. We're going to bring ourselves up to our cruise speed real quickly. HSD is just a little bit too much. I feel like I need to lean back in my seat. My little computer chair here because of the way these things configured. But anyway, we said 10,000 feet, so we're going to drag ourselves up to 10,000. I think we also specified that we're going to be traveling at around 480 knots. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling that up. Oh man, the flight controls on this thing are so sensitive. Next steer point. Rotate over. Main air to ground mode. Give ourselves a little tug. Now, one of the great things about Tacview a minute ago is you can literally see what we were just seeing, and I can already see the bridge we're going for. So this is kind of handy. We've actually still close down for a second. Yep, that's the bridge we're going for. Excuse my tricky flying here. I'm thinking flying at the same time. Never good condition. We need to push this up a little bit more. There we go. Let's flip ourselves over here. That bridge. There she is, just like we saw it a second ago. Go ahead and reduce my speed. Spin ourselves back around, let ourselves up. 10,000 feet in our approach. Taking a chance. Oh boy, all the ones rushing to my head. We're only slightly off here. Feel ourselves down. Line up. And bombs away. Fire flare just here. Wow, this thing's sensitive. Oh, we did. I think we got one spin, and I think we damaged the center. Yeah, pretty sure we got one spin. Not bad, not bad. I think we actually did a little bit better than our DCS counterpart, I should say, our command modern operations counterpart did. And unfortunately, that was not much of a spread. That really doesn't look like 250 feet. But again, I kind of rushed it. I should give myself a lot more room. On the flip side, if there are any guys down there shooting back up, yeah, look at that span, it's completely snapped into it. Okay, so apparently the results for the F-16 are fairly similar to both command as well as the DCS. As usual, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you're looking for anything in particular, kind of give me a heads up and I'll try to put it together. If I think about it, I will try to attach a DCS, I should say, a Tacview of this mission so you can actually compare them side by side. Enjoy.